What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and welcome to another Old School Wednesday review. Today we're actually journeying to the Adventurer Dino Island theme and taking a look at the research glider that's set 5921. It had 57 pieces, one minifig, came out in 2000, and it retailed for $6 US. Now nowadays this set's going for 16 new or 9 used, and we're going to take a look at its positives and its negatives. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And to begin, we'll actually start by taking a look at the box. I was fortunate enough to get this when I placed this Bricklink order, and I love the old style way they used to advertise the sets. There's a volcano in the background, big body of water, the Adventurer logo. Move to the side of the box, just shows Mike. On the back though, you can kind of take this apart and it just kind of makes a story. So he has to, I guess, get across a body of water, and he can do that by taking apart his glider and the rock mass and making a boat. He also has a little area for some shelter. I just really think that's creative. That's part of the reason why I like it. I'll show you the top of the box as well. It just shows the set a little bit more. And then on the bottom, same thing. Overall, really like this box art. Let's now take a look at the set itself. And the first part of the set that we'll actually take a look at is this very blocky tree. I will say that the designs for the Dino Island theme in general, they weren't terrible, but they were definitely more blocky than we were used to from the Adventurer line. It's not terrible looking though, it's just very, very bricky. It reminds me of a Minecraft tree. If you threw this into a Minecraft set, everyone would just be like, yeah, that makes sense. What's nice about the set is it actually includes a pterodactyl, as you guys can see, so we'll give you guys a little bit closer view of it. Very cool looking mold. It is all in one color, unfortunately, but I do think that the mold overall is very well done. I just wish it was in a couple more colors than just tan. Overall though, definitely a nice looking tree, as well as the pterodactyl. It really adds to the set. Let's now take a look at the glider. And we'll give you a 360 view of this tiny aircraft. What I like about it is, if you'll notice, they actually use the same glider pieces that they used, at least the same type of design they've used in the ninja theme. And it works. I mean, that makes perfect sense. It also has a cool looking little propeller that you can actually spin like so. And what's kind of funny about this is he actually steers the glider with a steering wheel. So I don't know how that quite makes sense, but it works. And he obviously has that little chain. It's almost supposed to be like a catcher or a tool to catch dinosaurs, I should say. I'm not sure how you're gonna hold a pterodactyl in if you do manage to get him with this trap. Let's just call it a trap, but it's an interesting idea. I just don't really think it's realistic, but it is LEGO. Not everything's 100% realistic. Overall, nice looking little glider. Let's now take a look at the minifigure. And here we have the single minifigure named Mike. Now, apparently he's supposed to be a kid. You can probably make that out based off of his little slingshot. He also has a very odd, elongated face. Looks like he has freckles as well. He's just an odd looking adventurer minifigure. He's also way too big. This was just before they started introducing the small legs, and I think he really would have benefited from having that, so you could tell, yeah, this is a kid, not just an odd looking adult minifigure. Give you guys a 360 view of him. He has no back face printing, back torso printing. None of that really existed all too much in the 2000s. Leg printing was even a rarity. But overall, I still quite like him. Let's actually just remove his cap, show off his hair a little bit more. Decent looking minifig, but he's definitely odd. Just again, with that face, that smiles all the way down there. But I do like the fact that he is unique. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Personally, I think that this was actually a pretty good little set. You don't get this much care put into a set this size nowadays in general, but back in 2000 they really tried to do it right up. Even though this is a little blocky and it is definitely dated by today's standards, you get an awesome looking little glider, an interesting looking tree, and obviously the pterodactyl, which is fantastic. But yeah, overall, I think that this is definitely worth the buy, especially if you can get it for a decent price. But let me know what you guys think about this one, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they could maybe improve on it. I just think for what it is and the feel, the overall feel that this model gives off, it's just great. And I actually really like the Dino Island sub-theme, as much as it is probably the weakest of the adventurers, you know, with the themes that they came up with. It's still a pretty good one, and this set's definitely worth the buy, again, if you can get it for a decent price. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future old new sets. We do probably 2 or 3 of them every month, and I love doing them, especially when it has anything to do with the adventurers. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.